All right, so go to your Twitter profile and click analytics, and I'm going to show you how to use your analytics for your business. Now, when it opens, it's just going to give you a general 28-day summary of everything that's happened. You can see how many tweet impressions you have, profile visits, mentions, and how many followers you gain. It's also going to give you percentages compared to the previous 28 days before this. If you scroll down, it'll also start giving you a summary of the current month that you are in. And it'll give you the exact same data as far as impressions, profile visits, and mentions and stuff go, where it has like 2 days on here so far for February, and I've gained like 50 followers, 147 mentions, 135K profile visits. If you keep scrolling down, you'll also see like top tweets and top mentions. If you go down a little bit further to the next section under the first section, then you'll also get an overview of the previous months before this. And every time it's going to show you top follower, top media tweet, and it's going to give you the exact same data every single time. So let's scroll back up and click on tweets on the top bar, and then we are going to be able to see tweet activity over the last 28 days. You can adjust the dates to whatever days that you want to see. I'm going to change mine to from January 1st to January 31st to look at the previous month only. And in the month of January, this is how many tweet impressions I had, 8.4 million. On the sidebar, you can look and see how many engagements you had per percentage. So 2.4 out of like 9 million people engaged. I had over 2,000 people click links in my tweets. Then you can scroll across the bar and see how many link clicks you got per day. And you can use this information to go and look at the tweets that you shared that day to see what had the highest link clicks and what ultimately made the difference for you. That way you can try to start replicating that type of content. You can also look and see how many retweets you had for the entire month and how many retweets you had per day. And then you can see how many likes you had per the month and how many likes you earned per day, which is going to show you the type of content that your followers want to see most from you. And then in the last section, it'll show you how many replies you had. And I love that it also gives you a day, because you should make note of the days that had the highest engagement, likes, shares, and comments, and then take time to replicate that type of content. You can also scroll over and look at the left side of the screen and go to top tweets, and Twitter is going to put your tweets in order from most engaged to least engaged during that time period. And it's going to tell you impressions, engagement, and engagement rate. If you scroll down, you'll just see, all your most popular tweets. My 3 most popular tweets for the month of January actually came from a Twitter thread. My 4th most popular tweet was one of my marketing tweets to sell books and merchandise and stuff. And this is a really good overview of how well your Twitter is performing, because it means that if you have high impressions, but low engagement, then you need to work on your copy. If you get high engagement, but you don't really necessarily have high impressions, it means that your followers are seeing your content, which is also really good. I don't necessarily focus on engagement rate because it doesn't necessarily matter to me. Like, it does, but it doesn't. My main focus is website clicks and sales. So that's what matters most to me. If you want to look at all of your data as a whole, scroll back up to the top and click export data, and you can either click export by date or you can export by tweets. And if you click export by date, it's going to pull a specific date. If you pull export by tweets, it's going to allow you to see the data for all of your tweets during that period. And another clip that I have, I didn't add it to this video, but I clicked export by tweets. It took about 5 to 10 minutes to download, and it downloaded all 3,000 tweets that I shared that month. But in this one, I just clicked to export my most popular tweets, and you can expand these bars and it'll show you all of the data that you need to create better content. So if this is helpful for you, comment down below and let me know.